Hello. Just checking the audio levels. Is this me? That's not me, that's my chin. Is this me? How about this? Nah, that's fine. This one. Let's stick to this one. How about this? Better? I think that's pretty okay. Somehow need to center Judero. That's the most important bit, isn't it? Marketing, brand awareness. That's important. Okay, I'll play some guitar now, if you don't mind. And in an hour we'll have Jack come by and we'll have a chat with him. That'll be nice. Why is this extremely loud? I'm sorry. Is this better? It's not better. I don't feel it's better. Sorry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Seza'yı bırakıp geldim. Selam. Ne haber abi? Hoş geldin. Seza bırakılır mı ya? Yanlış yerdesin bence. Ne haber abi? İyi misin? My boy. Hi Tom. Welcome. Welcome my friend. I need to find a camera angle that can show Limmy here. Hello Limmy. And my guitar. And my face. And Judero at the same time. Is that possible? If I go way back, I cannot read the chat anymore. You guys are way too small now. But maybe we'll make do like this. I don't know. My laptop is like really far away now. Liminal space. There we go. So as soon as you write something in the chat, you might see me doing like getting close and then reading and then coming back here. This is the best angle that I have right now. I don't know what to do. I mean, maybe I can come a bit closer. But how are you guys? Tom, how are you? Chugging along. Spooky hat? It's not spooky. Is it spooky? Let me show you my hat. It's a nice hat. There's a man in a house. Man in a house. That's not spooky, is it? My week has been a-okay. It's been when did we get funded for Kickstarter? Was it like Sunday or something? I think it was Sunday. Yeah, like it was basically the week that I knew that we were getting paid for Judero, which was cool. Oh, okay. Like we have some funds now to make a game. That's cool. So this has been kind of me mentally celebrating myself. Like it's like nice. Something nice happened. Oh, sometimes nice things happen. Just like reminding myself, life is not all bad. Sometimes nice things happen. Stuff like this. So it's been, that was the theme of the week for me. Also, my wife is on a business trip, so I am just living with my cat alone. So that's been a big change. So two big changes this week. Skeleton and a pumpkin. Okay. Success was unsupervised. Sonunda güzel bir saatte açılmış. Türkiye saati ne şu anda? Bir saat değişti. 2 saat farkınız var değil mi? Akşam 6 mı orada? 7 mi oldu Türkiye'de saat? Efekan hoş geldin abi, ne haber? O zaman Türkiye ile 3 saat farkımız oldu. Wow. Okay. Very much deserved. Thanks man. Thank you Tom. Yayın açtıdan işte oluyorum. Evet. Artık aramızda 3 saat fark olduğu için normalde Türkiye saatiyle 6'da başlayacağım yayına. Ama bugün bir gecikme daha yaptık ve 7'de başladık. İyi vallahi, ne olsun, ben de iyiyim. What should I play? The other day I found a few melodies that kind of inspired me, but I completely forgot about them. So I will have to play some random shit now. We'll have to find ourselves some new melodies. Is this interesting? Not really. Sounds like Opeth or something. I think Opeth is when you overuse the minor chords. There's a guitar song called Romance. It sounded like you were playing it that at the start. Oh, really? That's interesting. When I was a little man. Wow. What is this song? I will need to check this out. Romance amour. Oh yeah, this was the first song I learned on guitar actually. Yeah, like it's great because you just don't need to do anything with like 3 strings, right? So these are basically the E minor strings, and you can just fuck around with the rest of the strings. Well, this one really. You know, something like that. That was a bit of it, I think. Exactly what my crush said? Wait, spaceship. Your crush? What is happening? Is there love gossip here? Opeth minor chorus. Ah, I see. I think I can do something like this. Oh, that doesn't work. Wait, what's wrong? Okay, I need to start here. Okay, I think I figured out the chords now. I think maybe I should rebrand my Twitch to a music Twitch, but music to fall asleep to. How about that? Because this game development Twitch thing, let's be honest, it's not working out, is it? It's it's not happening. At some point, I'll have to either find a new reason to use Twitch, otherwise just quit Twitch. Maybe just playing very, very mellow guitar could be a brand. What do you think? could that work? Do you think that might happen? Do you think I could have that going for me? Because let's be honest, Twitch is not working out, chat. I'm sorry. This coffee is hot. Need to cool it. It's not working out, chat. It's not. Okay, what else? You know my 4 classic chords. I always play the same chords, right? Come for the music and the games, Tom. You're the best, man. Thank you. Pool stream. Like hot tub streams. Oh my god. Don't sexually confuse Tom. Come on. Spaceship. Let's not confuse Tom today. He's conflicted. What the fuck does that mean? Why are you conflicted, Tom? I don't know, hot tub. I mean, I don't like what I see when I look into the mirror. Why would I try to make other people look at that, you know? I don't know. I also might need a breast surgery because I think people with breasts get the most views with the hot tub stuff. How does this work? What was the opet sounding one? Something like this, right? I don't know, I think there's something here. No, it sounds better with the A string. I'm on the wrong string, shit. I started to watch an anime called Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro. That's a good anime. I like it. Very aesthetically strong. Just a very interesting looking world. Like Christine has seen that. Yeah, it's one of those like inspire your artist side type of animes. I think it's just so weird and out there, you know. So I think that's a good one. I'm not really doing a great job like following the actual story of that anime, but I still enjoy watching it, if that makes sense. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my god, I need to lose some weight. Need to lose some weight. Maybe that'll happen. I'm trying to watch what I eat, but it's taking a while. It's taking a while. I don't know. My cat is licking his bum. It is hard. Halloween, so you have to eat candy. Then it's Christmas. There's some birthdays probably question mark. Whose birthday is on like January? Everything is an excuse to it. That is true. That is true. I mean, like you go out, right? If you are someone in the UK and you go out with your friends, what do? You probably eat. You probably drink some alcohol. All things that are really not very good for losing weight. It's counterproductive. So it's hard, right? It's like sometimes you have to choose: do I want to be social or do I want to lose weight? It's like if as if there's a choice you have to make, you know, between the two. Does anyone have any cool plans for Christmas? Well, it doesn't need to be cool, just like any plans for Christmas or like New Year. I was gonna play my 4 chords that I always play. I wonder why I got distracted. Oh, that was a while ago. What happened? course. These weren't the course. Maybe it's this. G, A, M. Is the coffee cold yet? Almost. Almost. It's getting there. Nobody has plans for Christmas? Or New Year? What the fuck, man? Well, I guess it's a bit too soon for those plans. Maybe. I'm going to Turkey in a few weeks. That's gonna be fun. To Antalya, actually. It's still like exploding a little bit. I'm having to mute myself pretty much. We have no specific plans. Okay. You gonna the fuck you gonna do at Antalya at the middle of winter? I mean, I don't know. Walk around. It might be like the worst holiday of all times. I don't know. But I am going there with my parents, and we are going to stay in a caravan. So that should be fun, right? That's like an adventure or something. Eats lots of kebab and stuff. I don't know. Eat stuff. Should be fun. I've heard that like it can be swimming weather in Antalya in November. I've heard that. I've never been to Antalya, so like I will pack my swimsuit just in case, just in case. Even though I'm not quite hopeful that I'll make it into the sea, basically. Anyway, this swimming, is it? You may die, man. If you don't mind the pneumonia, okay, that tracks. I like how little sound this makes, but it's like the main focus of the melody. You know, that's nice. I have fun. Okay, this coffee is good. Let me put the cap on so we can become a coffee drinker. So fucking good at this. Thanks, man. How much time has passed? It's been 40 minutes since we started. 43 minutes. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Like, sometimes I play the fucking guitar and it's like, am I just playing the same thing over and over again? Is this boring? But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to hear that some people like it. You know, it can be hard though. Like, I'm not at a level where I can just play for an hour and just keep playing like different stuff. Always, thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks so much. That's good to hear. Like, I'm not at the level where I can just play different stuff all the time because I kind of run out of material, if that makes sense. Even when you're improvising music, you just end up playing the stuff that you already know. You know, your muscle memory goes to places, and you just kind of keep playing the same thing at some point. But you kind of have to break free of that and find stuff that you don't really play that much and stuff like that, which can be tricky, which is why it's important to listen to lots of different types of music, even like in genres that you might not necessarily feel initially inspired to listen to. Like, at some point I just really started to like salsa music, for example, which I did not realize was a music that I could enjoy, you know. But now it's a good time. There was an album. What was it called? Comedia or something? Comedia. Salsa. Verde? No, not salsa. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find this album. Comedia album. Salsa album. Ah, Hector Lavoe. Yeah, I found it. Okay. It's like, this is a really good album, for example. Hector Lavoe. Comedia. I guess I'll just put the Google link in the chat because I don't know what to. Here's the longest link ever in Twitch history. Hello, that's a Google search for Hector Lavoe, basically. That's a really good album, for example. Now there's just this huge link. Hello. Zoop, zoop. Oh, sorry for my computer noise. What's happening? I should close my mail app. Getting some spam app over here. I also need to check my phone. I'm sorry. 1 second. 1 second. What the fuck? Okay, so there's this thing. Back in 2010 or something, right? This might be funny. Back in 2010 or something, I created. It was a time when Facebook introduced events, like creating events with your friends. All like these days we do like Google Calendar events, right? Hey, here at this time at this place, we're gonna get together, and here's the mails of the people who should get the invitations, and that's what we do today. But back in the day, because I'm kind of oldish, back in the day you would create a Facebook event when you were going to places. So um I just created something like, hey, it'll be funny. I'll create something for 2020, which is like infinitely far away back then, right? And then that day just came by. Like, time flowed, as you know, time moves on, and that day actually came, and I was like, wow, I cannot make the event, guys, I'm sorry. Like, because a lot of people started to like saying yes to the event, this imaginary event, right? so, so fuck. So some people just like start to say, oh yeah, like it's coming on, and like every few years someone would post in the event and be like, oh, it's coming, like 2020 November or October or November or something. And I just got a message saying, oh, that day is coming, it is tomorrow. And oh shit, is it tomorrow? Fuck. And what's been happening? So I've set it up for 2020. This now happens every year. I'm like, oh shit, is it next week? I'm not gonna be in Turkey next week. Ah, fuck. Okay, cancel or like postpone to the next year, right? So that I've done that twice now. I postponed the event a few times. And now it's apparently tomorrow, so I might I might postpone it. I might also have to feed my cat right now because he's kind of hungry, guys, and he kind of deserved his food today. I think because he's been a very nice cat today, very good cat today. So I might feed him and be right back. Is that okay? It'll just be a minute, and then it's almost time for almost jack time. Almost jack time. So we'll do that, and that'll be a good time. And then that'll be that. Okay, I'll be right back. Acıktın mı kuzum? Yakışıklı. Yakışıklı. Okay. Let's go. Hadi koş. Koş kuzum. Bully. Okay, he got fed. He got fed. He's my fat boy. Having some good wet food. His favorite Royal Canin. Royal Canin? Canine? How do you read that actually? Royal Canin, right? That's it. That's it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Because Jack must be almost here, like 5 minutes or something. I'm gonna check into the Discords, right? Check into the Discords Sorry for that noise. That was me. The Discord noise, I mean. And yeah, when he comes on, it'll just be like, oh, surprise, Jack is here. Cool. Is that a good surprise? I don't know. Isn't he a feline though? Oh, wait. You got me confused now. What am I actually buying this fucking cat? Royal Canin, yeah, that's what I buy. Yeah, I guess it just started as a hacking dog food, and they were like, oh, a lot of people have cats. Let's get some business of the cat owners. Let's expand the business, guys. That's what they said, apparently. Oop, I unplugged my guitar. If that made a horrible noise, I'm sorry. I'm about to plug it. If that makes a horrible noise, I'm sorry again. That was okay. Cool. I need a fast melody like this. No. Okay, something like that. Of your hearing? Ah, that sucks, man. What did you do? Like unplugging instruments? Is that how you lost your fucking hell? You're a drummer also, right? So drumming is a noisy craft, isn't it? I played some drums the other day. Well, played as in, oh, psh, psh, okay, that makes some noise. Cool. I don't know what to do with this. Bye. Type of few minutes. That was fun. I might try that again. Bass player forgets to turn off guitar before unplugging. Constant ringing ever after. Oh my god. Really? I didn't know about the bass guitars. That's interesting. I wonder how that... Huh. Is that like extra loud? In studio, I see. I never played in a studio. That new Guillermo del Toro thing on Netflix, Cabin of Curiosities or something. I'm curious about that. I'll give that a go, but I'm just curious if anybody actually liked it. Cool. It is okay. It is on everyone's list apparently, which is cool. So if anyone actually likes it, just let me know, okay? is it called? Tetsuo the Iron Man is, I think, what it's called. And it's an old fucked up Japanese movie, body horror type of thing. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Is this music?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, hi. That was a surprise. You scared me.
Are
Hey,
you
man.
live?
I am live. And you are
Online.
also live.
I'm a bit not ready.
That's good because I am also not ready. I will have to set
Can
up
you give me
your.
5 minutes?
I can give you 5 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll just keep playing my
Sorry.
amazing, beautiful guitar. That's fine.
Have you got loads of people watching you play guitar?
Nah, it's the
Okay.
usual 5 people.
Oh man, but they're good. They're worth a million people each. Those good people.
That is so true. That is so true. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back in presently, and I'll tweet about it and everything like that.
Okay,
All right.
that's a good idea. Cool, man. See you.
So, yeah.
That was a surprise. I completely forgot. Like, I was just concentrating on my guitar playing, and it's just so sudden. Can we do this actually? Okay, if I share this, that will be fucked up. Okay, Jack needs to come and he needs to open his cam for me to actually move to the other scene where I can show his face on stream. It's tricky. This live streaming thing, setting up scenes and stuff. I'm not great at it, but yeah, Jack is gonna be late for a few minutes more, I think, and then we'll talk about things like Judero. Oh fuck! I hurt my finger. I accidentally hit the string very hard. Wait. sad. So yeah, in 2023, when I get sick of streaming Unity game development, I'll just stream every day from 11 p.m. to midnight and make people fall asleep. How is that? I think that's a good Twitch channel. Oh, I need to sleep, but I cannot sleep. Let me open twitch.tv/Talkato real quick. And then he'll play some boring ass music and I'll fall asleep. Isn't that a perfect plan? Oh man, this coffee is so good. Okay. That's enough music. Oop. Falling asleep with Twitch streams? Yeah, did you do that actually? I used to do that. Makes feel less alone, less in danger. You know that's something that I can actually sympathize with, because I used to, when I lived alone, I used to watch a lot of Rockley Smile and Norton Lion, just like some cool people on Twitch, and just kind of, it's that like background TV thing, you know? It's like, I'm social. No, I'm not social, but don't feel so alone. Which is kind of sad, but what are you gonna do? Like, it's just life, isn't it? You cannot always have someone with you. Um, I'm thankful to have my cat with me today and pretty much every day. That makes me feel less alone. But yeah, it can get pretty tough pretty fast, I find. So it's good. Good to have people. Good to have people. Jack should be here any minute now, I think. And I may not now. That's my English, sorry. If my English is not perfect, sorry. It's just the way I talk English. And I may not now. I will need to tweet something out when Jack is here. Maybe take a screenshot or something. Isn't that fun? Take a screenshot of the man. That might be good. I'll write the tweet now. King Spooner and I are talking at twitch.tv/Cesar. No, not Cesar. Teleketo. That's an autocomplete thing. Come ask us questions and hang out. Not question mark, exclamation mark. You gotta have the exclamation mark, right? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to. There was something really exciting that happened to me today, or like, it did not happen to me. I made it happen, right? I ordered some kebab, right? And I ordered a disgraceful amount of kebab. A lot of kebab, because my thinking was like, okay, I'm paying for the delivery, I'm paying for the service charge, why don't I just order a lot of food? Kebab disgrace. A lot of food, and then just eat it for like 2 days. How about that? Isn't that a good idea? I felt really smart and I did it. Just I don't know, I think it's a good idea. So I had kebab for lunch today and I fucking loved it. I'm like, yes, I'm so happy. Like, when you're eating kebab, everything in life is perfect for that moment. Like, nothing is wrong with your life. It's just, especially if my cat is sitting with me. Oh, my cat is here. I'm eating kebab. I'm watching some weird fucking Japanese reality TV show. Life is perfect. Life cannot get any better. I don't know why people do cocaine and stuff. Like, I honestly do not know. They just need to order some kebab and watch some reality TV. That's where the happiness is at. Is that? Is what I would say. you know, I've gotten drunk a few times in my life. I never did drugs, but I got drunk a few times, and it was fun. It's fun once in a while to get drunk and stuff, but like, the real happiness is when you're eating kebab. Someone clip. It's important, right? But no, I actually do not know. It's fine. Okay, stop talking about drugs. In terms of service or something, I don't know. Let's not risk it. But yeah, it's a good day today. Who is
Am
this?
I here?
You are here. Hi.
I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself because I will plug in my earphones just now and you won't be able to hear yourself, but I cannot hear you
Is
right
that
now,
annoying?
so just 1 second. And now I can hear you, I think. Hello?
Hi, can you
Oh,
hear
fuck.
me?
Yes, perfectly. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Am I nice and clear?
You are very nice. Oh, wait, I need to make you very loud. Say something, please.
Something, please.
I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, that your voice just exploded everyone's computer. Okay, I'm just messing with the voice levels. Sorry, we'll get there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
I think we're good.
I'll just be here, but
Are you going to be visible?
shall I be visible? The problem with that is I'm trying to secretly eat a sausage.
Oh, let's see you eat a sausage. That's fun.
I'm not gonna be immortalized online eating a sausage.
Yeah, why? That's fun. That's something we should do.
No way.
No, we can
No
say
one
things
except
like
my nearest and dearest see me eat sausage.
we can say stuff like please support Judero so that Jack can buy more sausages and eats more sausages.
I didn't even buy these sausages. Stole them.
You stole them?
Mm.
Okay, let's not support Judero Kickstarter then because Jack is a thief apparently.
I didn't really. No, my dad bought me a present. Turned out to be 12 sausages.
your dad gave you a present of 12 sausages?
Well, it wasn't a present, it was a surprise. Uh, he's like, look, Jack, I've got you a surprise. 12 sausages and a can of
Amazing.
beans.
What a wholesome gift. That's good. I like that. My neighbors
I
say hello
like
to
it.
you, Jack, sir. I
Yeah,
think the
was it that
volume
loud?
levels are good now, though, right? It's not. I think the volume is good now.
Can you hear me eating? Is that awful? Is that ASMR? Is that
that
bukkake?
is ASMR, but I cannot hear you eating, so it's not
Is it called
ASMR.
bukkake? No, mukbang.
Bukkake is not. It's something else, I think.
What's bukkake?
There's actually a meal, Japanese meal called bukkake.
All right,
But
I'll
but
look it up.
they sell it as BK udon. I don't think they want to call it bukkake udon anymore because that feels weird probably. BK udon.
BK udon. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Udon.
Yeah.
Shall I tweet that we're going live with a Q&A?
Oh, I did not tweet. I was waiting for you to. Okay. You're not going to
Do
be
you want to see
visible,
my
are you?
face?
Yeah, I want to see your face.
Of course you do. Of course you do. But I do not want. There's something about eating
Something about
that
eating.
is a very personal thing.
That is so true.
Your body is being invaded by
Sausages.
external matter, by sausages.
Do you eat
So that's
sausages
what.
every day?
That's a very personal question.
Okay.
No,
Maybe we won't go there then. Okay, I twat.
to
I
be
twat.
honest, this week I've eaten sausages most days.
Most days,
Hmm
keto sausage diet. How is that working out?
I'm ballooning.
Ballooning. You're getting fat.
I'm getting real fat.
You know what
But
I've
it's
been eating
coming
most of the week? Granola
blood.
for breakfast.
Granola?
And
Where are you from?
I'm from Earth. People on Earth eat granola.
Posh people.
Posh people? Wait, is it granola?
Granola?
It's not posh.
Sounds posh. Is it like
I bought it from Tesco.
Tesco? Ooh la la!
Oh, you're too good for Aldi, are you?
Too good for Aldi. Listeners who are not from the UK, Tesco is a mid-market supermarket, and Aldi is a budget supermarket. But
There you
Aldi's great.
Oh man, I was really thinking that I could use your sexual appeal to get more viewers on Twitch.
I'm coming.
Hello, my wife. How are you?
Okay. Here I come.
Let's see. I will need to set up your beautiful face.
Can you see me?
We're both eating not eating. We're both wearing beanies. We're not eating beanies.
Well, you know, it saves on the heating, doesn't it?
That's true, actually. Is that Jack? No, that's not Jack. Is this Jack?
Can you?
No, that's not Jack. We'll get there.
Am I being seen yet?
Not yet.
I got a hot water bottle as well.
Ah, now you're seen.
I
But
don't know how I feel about that. We've got curtains, we've got faces and beanies.
okay.
Okay.
This is a very professional stream. Wait 1 second. Okay.
Oh, I know. We need to kind of get professional very, very promptly because now my face is on the line. Online.
Yes, that is so true.
Hey, I'm just gonna do a tweet. Hey,
Spaceship loves your
just doing a fun wee Q and anything.
Question and anything?
Question and anything. Ask me questions. AMQ.
Ask me. We're doing an AMQ.
Just doing a fun wee AMQ on at Tal Keto. What is that keto thing about in your handle?
It's the keto diet.
Is it really?
No, it's not. It's a made-up word I made when I was a child. Like talo keto. Ah, that sounds funny. Okay, that'll be my entire identity for the rest of my life. Is a decision I accidentally made when I was fucking 12.
I know. Now you're going to be always linked with a Joe Rogan fad diet or whatever.
Joe Rogan does keto?
I don't know. I bet he does. It seems like something he does. Hey, just doing a fun wee Q&A on Talo Keto's Twitch. Capitals right now. No, I'm not doing that. Right now.
It's amazing to see you actually write the tweet.
Join us. I know that's a good market for that.
Like we can see your creative process of how does Jack King Spooner tweets are creative. This is how.
Do you talk aloud? Do you think aloud? Talk aloud.
Do you talk aloud? Yes, sometimes I don't. No. Well, I whisper. I whisper to myself sometimes because I feel that's even worse.
Might as well just go for the full talk. If you're gonna be whispering to yourself, you might as well go for the full talk.
Yeah,
no?
Whisper is even like worse, isn't it? Like just
a
lonely man in the house going, "That's okay." I'll say, you know.
Where's the yogurt?
Might
as well say, where's the yogurt? I cannot find it. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Where's the yogurt?
Oh dear, where's the yogurt?
How are you, man?
Right. Good. It's been a really good day, actually.
Yeah? Nice.
Had a lovely meeting this morning. Had a nice afternoon with the boy. And
the boy
went to a new pastry shop.
Oh, really?
Because, well, on mornings when we're feeling a bit kind of can I even say it? Feeling a bit low. We like to treat ourselves to an almond croissant.
Ooh,
or like a chocolate croissant.
Croissant.
I don't know. It's a French word.
Say croissant?
I really don't know. Croissant? Croissant?
No,
I always say croissant.
I think you're saying it fine, but I had this thing about British people say like suddenly becoming French when they say the word croissant. Like just stay British, man. It's okay.
But that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that's true. But then why can't anyone say my name correctly in this goddamn country? I don't know.
I don't know how to say your name.
Yeah,
Talha.
Talha. Okay, that's good. That's good actually.
But that's how it's spelled. How else can you say it? Well, that's a good start for our question. Ask me any questions.
Yours is easy, is it? I think mine is not not that easy. The H is the problem. The H is the biggest problem in my. If it was Talia,
Tala.
or
Oh, I see. People call you Tala.
Tala,
Talhado.
yeah,
But there's an H
Taljado,
in it. Talhado.
Delgado.
You hear me now?
Okay,
What
croissant.
about?
So you ate some. You had some almond croissant.
Oh yeah, God, that's where I was going. Went to mid-market supermarket Tesco.
Oh,
No,
too good for
no,
Aldi, are you?
way too good. You know, wouldn't be caught dead in a budget supermarket. But no, fucking this is dull as well. Anyway, they didn't have a croissant, so I went to new pastry shop and got an amazing cinnamon bun. It was like
I
one of
love
those.
those.
But this, you would love it. Next time you're here, if you ever come back, you gotta have it. And a big dollop of something on it. I don't know what it was. It was
Something.
delicious. It was delicious.
Mysterious
And
cream.
you know how cinnamon rolls? Mysterious cream, but secret cream. You know how they're in rolls?
Yeah.
You would just unroll it, rip a bit off, dip it in the cream. Oh,
That
as
sounds good.
Americans say, to die for.
Amazing. I'm glad you had a nice pastry. I had a good kebab today.
Oh, nice. Like a Turkish kebab or
Yeah, the whole deal. I've ordered a mixed kebab for one, which apparently is not for one. It's like for 3 people at least. It's like chicken wings and big chicken pieces and big meats like beef pieces and
Nice.
the Adana kebab, the long like mince kebab, and the whole thing. Just like wow, okay, I'm going to be eating this for 3 days apparently. So that's where I'm at.
So we've not got any questions for Q&A. Is that a problem?
That is a problem. Hey, chat, can you please give us some questions about Judero? We have a funded game on Kickstarter. I made a joke yesterday, Jack, about. Okay, this is not even funny, but I said to someone, "Oh man, I can." I was in the bus in London. You know, the double deckers, the amazing buses in
Red
London,
ones, aren't they?
the red ones. I was in one of those, and I was messaging with my wife, and I said, "Oh man, I can feel everyone looking at me," and someone just came to me and said, "Are you Talha from Kickstarter?"
Are
So,
you?
so I feel kind of famous now that Judero has been funded. You know, is my point with that.
Are you joking? You got spotted on the street.
Yeah, because I'm on Kickstarter. They were like, "Ah, Taha from Kickstarter, right? Right?" No, that didn't
Not
happen, obviously.
true. That didn't really happen, did it?
No, dude, like we have the Kickstarter page. People go on it. People read through it. They somehow miss the fact that I am part of this project. Like, they don't even know that I'm part of Judero. So how? Like, of course, no one spotted me. It did. I am that person. Yeah, like
That
that.
happened to me, you know.
Did that happen to you actually?
Yeah.
Are you Jack
Just the
from
other day,
Kickstarter?
I was on a bus in London.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah. Red one.
The red one. The double deckers.
Yeah, I can't. No. Have you? I'm always recognized for the wrong reasons.
Oh, like your crimes.
Yeah, sausage. You're that sausage stealer.
Oh man, where did those sausages go? Oh, there's
Yeah.
that sausage stealer.
There he is, the sausage thief. I don't know what's going on, man. Those sausages have gone to my head. Chat, just before we started the stream, I was wolfing down sausages and like some Punch and Judy act. Yeah, all right. Have you got? Are we asking questions? I just like chatting with Talha these days, guys.
I think
It's
that's
just
just going
nice.
to be like what's happening here. You
Yeah.
can ask questions in the chat if you want, and we will do our best to answer them. The way Jack was talking about this stream was like, oh, we shouldn't call it an AMA. We should call it AMCT. Ask me certain things. Don't ask me anything, right? So if it
No.
gets extremely personal, like what he just ate, he might not answer that. But
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
not going to
ask
tell people
certain
what I
things,
just ate.
if you ask good things, he will answer. And I am Talha from Kickstarter. I am a celebrity, so if you ask me questions, I might also answer if you're lucky. You know, it might
How
happen.
about I just ask you questions which are about the Kickstarter and things like that, and we just talk about it like that
Yeah.
because this will be kind of kept online, will it? So people will be able to reference
Yep.
or talk about cinnamon buns and kebabs and
And me playing
vile
guitar for an hour.
and your vile lies about being on buses. I
I
don't know if I
was
can
on a
trust.
bus.
Oh
Come on,
yeah, I
man.
don't believe it.
Hi, Nimrod. Hello, welcome. How are you, man?
Hi Nimrod. What is a Nimrod? Is that something rude?
Is that something rude?
Yeah, a Nimrod.
That's not rude. Nimrod, what is a Nimrod? This Q&A session is turning into us asking questions to chat. This
Yeah,
is all
we ask
backwards.
you anything.
Ask you anything. Come. We have some questions and we need to ask to random people on the internet. Come on, let's go.
It's a fighter plane in World War One era. It's also the name of a punk album by some punk people. I can't remember what punks.
Some punk boys.
Yeah, punky men, punky boys,
Punky boys.
naughty punky boys.
With
Yes.
their punky music. Punky
What
boys.
about How about how's your social media following since starting the Kickstarter?
I
People
think
have been
like
following you.
maybe like 20 people. I'm not like a celebrity. So like what happened was I'm really good at planning. So what I've done was, okay, let's do the Kickstarter and release a console game at the same week. That's completely fine. So I did that. Like there are 52 weeks of the year, and I picked the 1 week to do the two biggest things of the year. So um there has been some people coming in from both ends. I think, oh, Judero, okay, Jack is making a game with someone. Oh, he's Turkish, but okay, whatever, I'll follow them. Those people. And then, oh, what is this game? Peel Baby, that looks cool. I might follow this weird guy. So those are the two other people who followed me. So yeah, I'm a
I've
proper
got to
celebrity now.
I've got to big you up more then.
Big you up more.
Yeah, I've got to
Oh, you
start
gotta
tweeting
big
about
me
how.
up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta be
Yeah,
like, Taha is a fucking god. Have you been following
he's
Taha?
all right. This guy, this Talha guy.
This Turkish sex god. Just follow him, and your
What's this
life will.
sexy stuff? Sexy gaudy stuff. What's that all about?
Big boy Taha, big up my boy.
What
Tom,
is it?
Jack will big me up.
I can't even see the chat. How do you do that? There
I'm
it is.
really smart.
Um,
Nimrod comes from Nemrut. Okay, Nemrut is a Turkish word. Eric, hey man. Hi, hello, how are you?
what? Well, let's. So, chat. If you've any questions, we are available to perhaps answer them, but perhaps not.
Perhaps.
What video games
Perchance.
have you been playing recently,
I have been.
Talha?
I've got my Steam Deck. Last night I opened my Steam Deck and I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to a podcast and play some games. But I won't play anything with stories because then I cannot listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
So I played some Binding of Isaac. some Spelunky 2, and some Death's Store, which has story, but like I'm not at the part of a lot of story stuff, so like that was a good time. So 3 games, 3 chill action games yesterday, which was a good time. How about you? Have you been playing anything?
I've been playing Florian Veltman was
You bought that?
released. I not bought it, but I played the demo, and I'll definitely gonna buy it. It's it's a bit sad.
Is it?
It has a
It starts
thing.
with death, right? Oh, someone died, and now we're trying to find them in
Well,
heaven
he's
or
in a kind
something.
of like he's kind of dead already, isn't he? And
Yeah.
then he goes.
How to Say Goodbye? Is that the name of the game?
Is it something like that? Yeah. There's loads of indie games named stuff like that. How to leave without writing a letter. How to say goodbye. Yeah.
Very good. I'm showing the game on stream. Okay, we have a question. We have our first question. Can we get some big claps in the chat, please?
Holla. What's the question?
The question is, has the huge fan response to map made for plans for map's big return in the full game? Do you want to answer that? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got we didn't really realize how playtesters would actually like Mab, because she's the kind of person who she's like Navi from
Zelda.
Zelda from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, she was designed
So
to be annoying. But we did
yeah,
a bad job making her annoying, and then people ended up liking her. Is my
yeah. Well,
understanding.
I kind of get the idea that a tutorial is intrinsically annoying because most people who play video games know how to play a video game, but then there's a slight chance that someone's not played a video game, so you need to tell them how to play a video game. So it's always kind of annoying having a tutorial.
Yeah, like
So
I design all the tutorials in my games for my mom, and then she does not
yeah,
play my games, so that's the problem
yeah.
with video game tutorials.
Oh, I do the same. I do it for my dad, and it was like press. I remember when he was trying to play my old game Beezwing, it was like press up arrow to move up, and instead of holding it down, he would tap it. So you do this like little step by step. So that was ridiculous.
That was a good time.
Yeah. So
Mab is the character
Mab,
that actually tells you how to play the game. So it was kind of a nice fit for what if she's annoying? You know, because she's kind of intrinsically annoying in the tutorial person way. But then people ended up just loving her.
So now she's just a bit kind of like ridiculously overpowered. She kind of goes into she's gonna go into a bullet hell mini game. You're gonna control her for a little bit, and just as a kind of like silly non sequitur bits, and
that's a good time.
yeah, that's about it plan for her. It's not like she's gonna have a massive narrative arc or anything.
I mean, if we make Judero 2, could that be just called Mab?
Mab. I don't think we're gonna make Judero 2.
Oh well. Judero 2 cancelled.
Yeah. What was the question again? What are the plans for Mab's big return in the full game?
I can't wait to be Mab. Yeah. That you have that to look forward to.
Know what it feels like to be Mab. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how she's
I was going to say walk in her boots, but she does not have boots. She has a cloud.
Float in her cloud.
Her clouds.
Are you excited? Yeah. Are you excited for God of War?
Ragnarok. Ragnarök. What's that word actually? It's a weird word. Yeah, I will probably play that. I did
Yeah.
like the first God of War, the first new God of War, that is.
Hmm.
Um, but it was so fucking long. Like if it was like a 10-hour game, it would be like, oh, this is an amazing game. Then they
Yeah.
decided to make it a 30-hour game, just
Ah,
repeating
jeez.
content, right?
Yeah.
Making you do the same boss fight again and again and stuff like that, which is like, that's kind of boring.
Mm.
So I did not like that part of the game, but there was a lot of cool about it. Just the feeling of combat in that game is just like god tier, you know? It's like,
Right.
wow, is that possible in video games type of thing? So that's really
Mm.
cool. So like at least to just have fun with the combat, I would probably play it, and I don't really need to make that decision because my wife really wants to play it anyway, so I just get
Oh
to
well.
play it
Yeah.
with her basically,
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
fun. Yeah, are you excited about the 70
You can't
pound?
just steal all my questions.
I'm supposed to ask you original questions?
Aren't
Fucking
you?
hell. Okay, here's an original question. What is
No, I'm not. I'm not excited about it. I don't. I don't think those kind of games are for me.
hmm
I thought. I just don't think they are. Like I tried. I've played. I think all the Tomb Raider games.
all the Tomb Raider games?
Yeah,
Jeez, there's a
I
lot of
tried
them.
those Naughty Dog games.
They're naughty.
They're not very naughty really. They're a bit
Oh,
kind of
Last of Us 2, they had the sex scene, and people kept tweeting about, oh, did you see how the clothes just like remove from the body very realistically? And people were really
oh
excited about
wow.
that.
I
So
did see those tweets. I didn't play that game, but
it was a
now
naughty
that I
game
know
in the
there's
end, you know?
yeah, I want to play that
Oh.
bit. Whoa, that's good that bit. Whoa. Um,
There
yeah.
we go. There's this thing
No,
called stretch goals on the Kickstarter page. Can you explain what's happening here on the Judero Kickstarter? Stretch goals, Elfland, and New Game Plus. Is this something that people should be excited about?
we've lost all our viewers. We're down to 4. Less people are here now that I'm talking. That's awful.
There you go. That's how it feels to stream on Twitch. You know, it's just like you look at that number and it's such a small number, and if it goes down, it's like, oh no, they hate me. But
Yeah.
that's not the case. Someone just went to have dinner, you know, or someone just decided to go to the toilet or something, you know. So you have to kind of keep your cool and be like, okay, I will talk about stretch goals.
um, we were on the giddy heights of 9 a second ago.
Giddy heights of 9.
9 people watching.
Amazing. I
Stretch
see
goals
6.
are usually 6.
Yeah. Can you
Nimrod's
raise the
asking
level
if
of your
you.
voice a bit? Is Jack
Yeah,
louder than me right now?
that'll be it. I'm too loud, and it's all the sausage talk putting people off.
You heard sausage eating loud, Scott. Yes, okay. I'll
Careful with careful with that Scott language.
Oof. I just got electrocuted. That was fun. Okay, maybe this is a
Jack
bit
is
better.
way louder. It's
Way louder. Okay. I need to take care
not
of
in
that.
real life.
Way louder. Is this okay? This is way too much. Is this better? I should be better, I think. Is it any better?
Yeah, I can hear you better as well.
Oh wow, so I was just too silent for literally everybody. Ah,
I
that
think that's
sucks.
why I was speaking loud because I thought you were far away.
Bettered.
Um,
Okay. Thanks, man.
Stretch goals. So New Game Plus is interesting because I mean it's a bit of a spoiler, but it kind of gives you the idea of that he's going to some way improve throughout the game. And then with New Game Plus, basically tweak a few of the variables. I've got some ideas about what I want to do with how to tweak the text, just to make it feel a bit more fresh. And then you'll be able to play a slightly alternated version of the game, but taking in. Ah, God, I just really want to talk about what the advancements are, but I don't think you should spoil that, really.
Yeah, I mean, we can just in general say like, oh, there might be some skills involved. There might be some, I don't know, some ways to.
Don't.
I'm being silenced by the left wing media right now.
I feel I've got no voice. I want to use gamer words.
Gamer words. Yeah.
Gamer words, yeah. So, yeah, and
no spoilers.
No spoilers. I don't think it will. No, I'm not. It will. But yeah, for example, you go to a boss fight, but actually, so the boss will be a bit harder, a bit more health or something, a bit more of a challenge, and you'll have new ways to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. I found a few like good ways to do New Game Plus on Pill Baby. That was like some people actually just played the game twice or even 3 times, and they kept finding some new stuff in it, which was good to see. Like, if you make the game fun enough and give enough of a new incentive to replay, people actually do, which is good. It's good. Indie game development. Make a longer game.
Have you heard of the game Dark Souls?
I've never heard of the game Dark Souls. This is the first time I'm hearing of this game. What is it?
Well, it's really celebrated because it has New Game Plus, where you play the game and then you can play it again, except whatever. And then the second one, they changed stuff about in the New Game Plus. Like there was a dragon in a different place and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then for Dark Souls 3 and the Elden Ring, and I'm not sure about Bloodborne, they forgot to do that.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird when they make an advancement which is like brilliant, and then they go back. Anyway,
they take a step back. Yeah. I heard Elden Ring New Game Plus was pretty disappointing. Oh well. Judero New Game Plus, if we hit the stretch goal, will not be disappointing. That is my promise. For your feelings, that's a very bad promise. Like, you will not be disappointed. I don't know. You might be disappointed, but I will do my we will do our best to be like, yeah, fucking really good New Game Plus. You know?
Well, yeah. Looking at more of that kind of Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus as opposed to just making guys harder or whatever.
Chat, quick, clip it. Don't clip me. Okay, that was kind of a promise, wasn't it? You can clip it if you want. That's fine. I really like this new figure that you made. This elf figure here. I cannot stop looking at it.
Yeah, I got it here.
It's really good. Oh, let me make you full screen. That's just me. Wait. Okay, there we go.
I don't know. I can't see what you're doing. Wait, where am I?
That's pretty much at a good place, I suppose. I might just close my face, just in case.
So, I did loads of body work on her, but I've hidden her with a daft dress.
That's a waste.
A bit of a waste. She's got like a weird kind of ribby, woody tentacles and stuff. I'm very like let's have a look. You can see which ones I've put more effort into. It's really not clear, is it?
I
But
don't know.
anyway,
I
this
like the
little
lady
lady,
also.
I know I put a lot of effort into her. She's great.
Hmm.
She again has these nice. Yeah, it's not very clear. Sorry, my camera's not very good. Not as nice as yours. But she's got nice makeup. She's got this kind of. She's kind of based on the folk horror film. What's it called? The Ari Aster one. Uh, Midsummer. There's a kind of
Oh,
freaky
Midsummer.
one in
Yeah,
that.
that's a good.
She's
That's a
kind
good
of
movie.
so funny, isn't it? And
Okay,
I
like
was
you do like horror movies, but you watch them as comedy. Is that correct?
I've kind of become a bit desensitized to horror, so
Mm.
that horror timings almost feel like slapstick timings to me.
Is it
I
true
think
that you watched the movie Men and you laughed your ass off at the ending of it?
worse than that, I was alone in the. I was by myself. There was other people in the cinema, but I was by myself. No one sitting near me. I stank for some reason, and I was just there laughing my head off at the end of the film Men. I
That's
thought it
funny.
just was. I thought it was just absolutely ridiculous.
I liked it.
You liked it,
Yeah.
but then there's a figure like this one, and you can see I put a lot less time into it.
Surprise man.
Surprised man, there he is. Um,
Some people complain that this guy was in too many places in Judero. Do you think in the final version of Judero, this guy will be in more places or less places?
he'll definitely be in more. He's just gonna be surprised. What's this? Oh my gosh! He's basically like a signpost, isn't he? What's
Yeah.
this? Oh,
He should be in
whoa!
more places. Okay, Tom said more places, so we're doing more places.
um, and then there's ones which are slightly a mix of things, which
Ghost Kid.
Ghost Kid, where he kind of took not much time, but it took a while to get his design. I had to think about what are going to be freaky proportions, but also be kind of childlike proportions. Now, since making him, I've identified a big problem.
Ah.
He's like, there's something about like he's Victorian, isn't he? He's a Victorian ghost child, and the game is set like 800 years before that.
But he can be a ghost from the future, maybe. Can he?
Yeah. Good point.
This is how you
Point.
solve
But for some
indie
reason,
game design problems. Like, from the
yeah.
future, solved.
But it's not really in a specific time. It's in a kind of mythical time. But yeah, I realised that he's wearing completely different clothes to everyone else. Everyone's
Okay.
wearing kind of a
We have
robes and
a
stuff.
second question. We have to do some claps. Thank you for the second question. Every time there's a question, I'll do claps. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What is the inspiration for my good lad Nomi? Now, before we answer that question, do you remember Nomi, the in interior mushroom guy, sitting on the mushroom?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. I'm asking you. Of course, you
Yeah,
remember because you made him, right?
I drew him. Shall I go? I'll just quickly go get the painting of him. Shall I?
Okay, sure. And
It'll just be
then
3 seconds.
like Tom was playtesting the game and he saw Nomi and he was like, yes, I love this character, thank you. And then I think I offered like, hey, do you want to voice a character? And he said, yeah, let me do some. And then it just really fits the Nomi character. So in the demo, Nomi's voice is Tom's voice, which is cool.
Copy, please. Hi.
Tom is extremely excited. for the Nomi review.
This might be quite interesting for you as well, Talha.
Yeah, I've
To
never seen
show-
these.
That's the background castle.
Ah, nice.
So it's
But it looks so different in the game. Do you like color it later in digitally or something?
I just no.
No? Ah, wow.
I desaturated it and I had but no.
Nice. I like that.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So that is Plum Lady, who's a bit of a witch.
Where's her
A
hair?
witch in... Well, this is the interesting thing. Her body stays still, but
Ah,
her face moves.
flying faces.
Flying faces.
That's amazing.
So I just did her with her face is fundamentally different in every picture, but I thought if she has very strong cheekbones and purple hair, people will think it's the same person. Obviously, she also shares the same body.
It's great to see this
This-
stuff. Yeah, I agree. Ah, sitting face, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've not got his face to hand. This is sitting face, man.
Sitting faceless, man.
And Nomi.
Nomi. There
So
we go.
Nomi is like that.
And then there's the mushroom, also nice.
Like that. I
Judero.
really,
Judero.
I think this pose. Where is it? This pose is my favorite Nomi pose. Wait, can you see it?
I hope we get some cosplays of it someday. Like,
Oh, come on! Hey, what you talking about? Come
It's
on!
like a Italian New Yorker trying to sell his
Because usually
pizza.
he's just sitting there with his hands on his lap, and then all of a sudden one of his poses is, "Hey, come on!"
Oh, Tom was saying waiting for cookie pose. Yeah, that's his definition of that pose. Waiting for
Is it?
cookie.
So the inspiration for him came. Well, there's lots of gnome stories in Scotland, and there's also the type of mushroom which is a fly agaric mushroom, which is this red and white spotted, which is very poisonous. But I think you can extract something and it can be hallucinogenic or something like that. But all
What
I know
happens
is
if you sit on it?
But they're all also linked with gnomes, and so I thought, yeah, we're gonna have some kind of maybe not druggy, but kind of philosophical. Whoa, man! Kind of dialogue coming
Whoa,
from
man.
him.
Yeah.
Whoa, man! You know, and I have time for that kind of dialogue. I like that kind of. Whoa! This is gonna blow your mind, but like, whoa! I have time for that dialogue.
You mean you have time? Like you like that type of thing as a player, or you like that type of thing as a writer?
Yeah, I like having those kind of conversations. Even though I'm a bit self-aware that a lot of people find them very dull and very kind of hippy-dippy and very people call it woo and stuff like that. So I wanted to keep it a bit away from that. So it's influenced by maybe people who believe in parapsychology or the healing properties of crystals, that kind of person.
Right.
He's that kind of person, and I really like him. It's fun writing. It's really fun writing the dialogue for him. And his pose and sitting face man's pose. I was finding it really hard to find like a kind of model to base the poses on. I didn't want to just make it up. I wanted to have poses. I wanted to make it up a bit, But where can you get like video of a person where the camera is constantly still and the person is not pacing about or moving, is
Hmm.
basically in the same position. So have a guess where I got the the
Oof.
muse for these sitting people.
Like a talk show or something?
Pretty close. Um, like murder interrogations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty clear with
Is that why he's saying,
sitting
"Hey,
police
man, I
from,
didn't murder him"?
and that's what his hand gestures from. Yeah.
Wow. Is that why he's wearing all like orange, like jail? It kind of looks like jail clothing.
Well, that's exactly what he's wearing.
Wow.
Jail clothing.
Okay. Interesting. This
Um,
is an interesting backstory for Sitting Face Man that he's been in jail.
he's yeah, he's out of time as well. But you can see that obviously this person wasn't wearing a beanie, and oh, maybe they were. Maybe it wasn't a criminal. Maybe it was a family member. But I changed it a lot. No, I added the beanie. I added the skirt. I think I added the beard. But the general kind of hand gestures and stuff I quickly sketched from thingabees like that.
That's pretty cool. Is that a fast process for you to be like, okay, I
Yeah,
painted these
really
frames
fast.
in an hour or something like that, a whole character in an hour, or like is it?
I did all the animations in an evening. It's,
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Because the actual quality is pretty good.
bullshit.
Well, it's not bullshit.
What? I don't know. Um, my partner is such a talented artist. Next to her work, it looks amateurish.
Ah,
But yeah, I mean, I did art, so doing something like painting a picture or making a little man or something like that is a lot quicker for me than doing anything with like paint.net
hmm.
or trying to do those level designs, those 3D level designs. Core blimey.
Yeah. You have a lot of fun with Unity terrain system, don't you?
Oh my. It's interesting, and somehow it's I don't know. Somehow, I mean, it feels like you're moving Earth and stuff like that. But God Almighty, my mind doesn't really work in 3D as well as it works in 2D.
It's just yeah, like the problem is for me that you work on a 3D thing in a 2D screen, right? So that's immediately like
Yeah,
not quite natural, you know?
yeah.
But so do you think the answer is VR goggles?
I was thinking that just as you were saying that, some kind of gloves or augmented reality or something. But I think they do car design like that now, don't they?
Maybe. I don't know. Um,
I don't know.
yeah, I
I
don't want
think
to wear
probably if
VR goggles to make video games.
no, I
That
think
would my
probably
yeah.
the a good step would be for me. No, I don't know, because there's a guy called Mason Lindorf who Lindorf who did Helix and Helix 2,
Mm-hmm.
and for Helix 2 he 3D scanned everything,
That's cool.
his models and everything like that, and
Yeah, his style is pretty good.
pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Let's look at one of his pictures.
Yeah, I was just showing
Yeah,
it on stream actually.
and he's clever because he's really crunched down the colors so that they don't take up much space.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, except I think that he's actually using a filter here to reduce the colors.
Yeah, it looks like
In,
a filter.
but that's interesting because the first Helix was an RPG Maker, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so he would have had to have crunch those colors, so that it was using maybe like 80 or so colors.
Yeah. It was
And that
interesting when we
he's used that as a style for his later works. That's interesting.
yeah, he's pretty much like doing 3D stuff now, right?
Yeah, I think he starts with it handmade, and he's. I hope he does. I like people making things by hand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember like showing you Unity and like level design, how will we do the terrain, how do you put objects around and stuff, and then you just started learning it, and like you're a really fast learner. You just like start putting things around and just playing around, and like you start getting results very fast. But then you just worked on a level pretty much the whole day, and at the end of the day you told me, fuck, like I made a forest 3 by 3 today. What a what a weird thing to do, like a forest 3 by 3, one tree at a time.
I know. I know. Placing them in.
Yeah, but that's what
And
you
you're not
do
even.
when
You
you
just
make games,
you
I
just
suppose.
walk past it.
Yeah.
So,
It's like copy paste trees there.
yeah. How many variants of that tree is there? There's about
6, 7.
6 or 7. I guess we could look, but
That is an
but
option.
but they all look the same, and it's all just all looking the fucking same. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear.
Oh no, we never swear on twitch.tv/Taraketo, so you'll have to put
Are
pound
you gonna
in a
get
jar.
demonetized now?
I'm going to be demonetized. I will lose all my income now. I don't know what I will
Sponsors.
do. Well,
Your sponsors will drop you.
Adidas just dropped me recently. That was very bad. But if people
But that was because of your anti-Semitism.
Oh, okay, that was a bad joke. I just
Sorry,
realized
he's not really anti-Semitic.
I realized mid joke that I'm comparing myself to Kanye, and then Kanye is like doing all this troubling stuff these days, and it's like, oh no,
What an utter.
that's
God,
not
I
a
hate
good
him.
joke. Anyway,
He's awful.
it seems like so, yeah.
Seems like it.
What was I gonna say? I'm distracted now.
So how do you feel about Kanye West?
I
We're
never
talking about
listened
trees.
to a Kanye West album.
And now you're gonna start.
Hey Tunja, welcome man. Adidas was your
Sorry,
sponsor. Adidas dropped me. That's true. It wasn't Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah. I mean, so I was always surprised, like, oh wow, people take Kanye very seriously. Like, they think that he is this genius, amazing musician, changing music for good. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't seem so to me, but okay, I trust the music critics, I suppose. I get the same weird vibe with Taylor Swift also. Like, whenever she does anything, it's like the whole world just like, wow, did you hear Taylor Swift released a song? And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. It's a nice pop song. Nice. I bet people will enjoy that. It's the best song ever. And it's like today I seen the top 10 songs in some list is all Taylor Swift now because she released an album and all the songs in the album are like big hits. What is happening? I do not understand. It's just nice country pop dance music. What is the big deal? I don't understand. Can someone explain to me why Taylor Swift is so fucking amazing?
Yeah, chat. Why is Taylor Smith? Taylor Smith?
Taylor Smith.
Who the fuck's Taylor Smith?
That sounds like a posh UK brand or something. Oh, I got my wallet from Taylor Smith.
It sounds like a conservative MP.
The Tory.
Yeah. Now, right honourable gentleman, Taylor Smith from Herefordshire. I want fracking! That's what he says. What the hell are we talking about? What was the question? Pine trees.
Oh, pine trees. How many pine trees? 7.
Yeah, 7 is okay.
I don't know. It might be more. But yeah, you're right. Like when they're together in a forest type of scene, they kind of do blend together, and it's like, oh, I. It could be like every tree is different, or it could be like there's just one tree copy pasted, and I wouldn't know. You know, there's,
Mm,
there's that kind of. It would help if some trees were bigger and some were smaller, like more like kind of
levels.
exaggerated size
Yeah.
differences.
Mm.
We could work on that.
Yeah, but pine forests are all um, cut down in chunks. Even back in the day, they were cut down in chunks and grown in chunks, so they would all be the
Hmm.
same height.
Yeah, realistically, um,
Mm.
yeah. I just started thinking, are we making a realistic game? I thought they
It's
were
very
like
realistic.
pipe cleaners or something. Okay, cool. What are you drinking?
Uh, Coffee.
Oh, I'm also drinking coffee. It is not a good hour to drink coffee, is it?
It's way too late for me to be drinking coffee.
It's
I'm
gonna be a
hyper.
problem.
I've been hyper since we got funded. It's
It
just
is.
every now and then I think, oh yeah, like today I was like, oh man, I get to make more of my little guys.
Mhm.
It's so funny. And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh yeah, I get to. No, the other thing which reminded me today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a game on Switch. This is gonna be on Switch. I'm gonna be able to because I'd lost the charger for my thing.
For your
Um,
Switch.
there are actually 7 different trees, all of them the same. Yeah, very good.
Good
And I was
one,
like, oh,
man.
I'm gonna be able to play my game on Switch.
Yeah, there we go. It was fun. Like for the first time, I released something on Switch, by self-publishing, and
Mhm.
it's been fun. Like how many random people that I don't know just see your game when it's on
Mm.
consoles. I've done. I will be honest. I've done zero marketing for Pill Baby Switch release. Like, I sent out a tweet. That was my whole marketing campaign for Switch release.
Well,
But
you'll have to correct yourself. That's almost zero.
almost zero. Yeah, that's almost zero marketing. But people have been messaging like, "Hey, I saw your game here. Hey, that looks interesting," and stuff like, "Wow, okay." People do see, I suppose. But of course, that is a foolish thing to do. I was just too busy with Judero and kind of over the Pill Baby release. Just wanted to focus on Judero more. So that's why I did not really bother sending emails and stuff. But
You
Judero
said
is so
it's doing pretty
exciting, you
good
know?
though. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's making something new as well, and you'd already kind of released Pill Baby,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Well, I'm pretty excited about it on Switch.
Yeah.
I reckon £12 for a game on Switch of Judero's caliber. I actually sold one of my friends, Charlotte, on it.
Hmm.
She's like, "Oh, what? I'm gonna be able to play on Switch." I'm like, "What? I'm gonna be able to play on Switch?" I don't know. It's exciting for me. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And that's all thanks to you, man. Just couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, you wouldn't bother. You'd be like, you know what?
I wouldn't
I'll
bother
use
at all.
Construct too, or
Yeah,
something.
to make a yeah, I know. But Hypnospace Outlaw was made in Construct too.
Oh, that got released like everywhere. How did that happen?
That was on a Switch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's like out on Xbox and Switch and
Yeah.
maybe PlayStation.
So if you get a good publisher, you can
Hmm.
get games anywhere. So let me ask you a question about something.
About something. Okay.
What can you tell us about the scope of the game?
Scope.
Because
So,
we really should have probably talked about the scope of the game earlier. I don't know. Maybe. But Or what? No, no, no. Let's talk about what. Because we don't need to talk about that. But what kind of ideas have you got? A puzzle. Today's update, you were talking about some cool puzzle ideas with the possession mechanic. What other kind of things have you got in mind about that?
Yeah, I hope people follow our Kickstarter updates. I think they are good updates. I do enjoy at least like looking at the images and having a fast read through on the text. I think it's a fun time. So if you're missing out on our updates, shame on you. No, not really, but come on,
I
guys.
think your ones are really good. I think your ones are for a gamer or someone who's into games or even and especially a game developer. I think your ones are definitely worthwhile. My ones are a bit kind of, oh, look at these nice hills. I like reading stories. It's a bit kind of.
But those are the selling points. Like those are what makes the game like, oh
Yeah,
wow, that looks nice. What is it? Oh, it's because it's made by this artist, you know?
yeah.
Um but yeah, like the way I thought about doing updates on Kickstarter was like, okay, what can I share about the process of making the game that could be interesting to other game developers or like game enthusiasts. And yeah, like just sometimes I just share screenshots from my Unity and just Unity window and just explain like, hey, this is how I've done like combat mechanics or something, which I think is
Mm.
interesting. But
But
yeah,
specifically, what kind of challenges are you thinking?
for like
What
combat or
what?
possession or
Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking you to think on the spot, but what kind of puzzles would you be thinking with? I'm just looking at our Trello quickly. Um, do you have any ideas for puzzle scenarios
yeah. So
using the possession mechanic?
what I really want is to have a fish or a boat or something
Mm-hmm.
that will allow you to move on top of the water, which will just mean, so the way I think about it, and I think we talked about before, we kind of agree on this, I believe, is like it's really cool when you have a level that you can kind of play through in like 5 minutes and just beat the main monsters and move on, but also you could collect a lot of extra little bits and it's just a full world. That's how it feels to for example, to play Kirby the Forgotten Land. It's just like, okay, every level is actually, it seems so small but it's actually huge. You can find all these interesting secrets in it. So that's how I'm kind of thinking about it. Like what if there was a puzzle in like every corner of a level that you could interact with by doing different possession things or like walking through what do you call it, like classic Metroidvania style, like invisible walls or stuff, like just secret corners and stuff like that. Just find lots of collectibles, some money, and yeah, just try to possess, because there's so much opportunity there to just possess every single thing, and all of them have different skills that could interact with the level around them in interesting ways. Like, hey, okay, there's a metal box here or something. This is so Nintendo all of a sudden, like a metal box, but like you cannot break it by hitting. Oh, what if I
And it's too heavy to lift. What are we gonna do?
what if I shoot at it from uh, from afar, or what if I uh, like push it into water or something? Like there's a lot of things that you could kind of experiment with, and or like what if I use a magnet or something? Should we? My wife has been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, so it's just immediately I think of metal boxes and magnets.
Uh,
So I apologize for that. But yeah, like there's a lot of Nintendo of things of like,
what about the water thing? Was your? Uh, I know we've talked about this in private, but what are you thinking now?
I think I think there should be some fish jumping about in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go and possess the fish, you are the fish. You can swim around in water. And
How would
also,
Judero cross the water?
how would you cross the water? I think there should be a boat. Just pretty much soul searching boats. Just go on it.
All right,
And,
and you can just row a boat.
yeah,
All right.
row a boat.
Okay.
Or like have a
You know-
row monster. That's like, okay, I
row
will row the
monster.
boat for you. I don't know how that would look, but
Well, you got this Scottish myth called Kelpies, which are seahorses, but they're not like those little seahorses. They're horses in the water.
like actual horses.
Yeah, yeah.
They just happen to be in the sea, so they're called seahorses.
Well, they're called Kelpies.
Kelpies.
And a lot of these old Scottish things. So a lot of the old fairy tales I mentioned in the update, you kind of start seeing archetypes in them. You start seeing common themes about, I don't know, poverty or whatever, or these sorts of things.
Yeah.
But in a certain kind of Scottish one, look, there they are, Kelpies.
Yep.
There's these horrible big statues near Falkirk of them, and they light up.
Oof, that's
and
scary.
It's just so naff. These big sculptures, they're giant.
Yeah.
They're so naff. I think they're so tasteless.
You don't like them?
There's a weird nationalism around them as well.
Ooh.
I don't get it.
Such
Proud to be Scottish.
Such a
Kelpies are
video game
Scottish.
design for a monster. It's like, oh, what if it's like half fish, half horse? Like two random things put together. I love it.
I don't think there was any fish involved with them.
Oh, some of the illustrations are fishy.
Yeah, I can see on your. I've started watching now.
Yeah, some of them are not. Some of them are proper horse. Just
I
on
think-
water.
I think when I was a kid, they were told to me to be just like covered in seaweed, and maybe a bit kind of half dead as well.
Right. That's scary.
Like, yeah, muddy and matted hair, things like that. A bit kind of monstrous. Nothing nice about them.
Oof.
Um,
More like this. Kelpie of Loch Ness.
Oh, look, a bit like that, yeah.
That's nice. Let's
but
just
the
do
stories-
this then. That's like a perfect fit for what we
Yeah.
need mechanically. So
So the background to it is quite interesting as well, because Kelpies men walking home alone would be taken by Kelpies and dragged into the water.
Oof.
And you kind of got the feeling, I don't know, have you ever heard of the strange but true story? A man was driving down a lonely highway one night when he saw a strange light next to the road. He got out of the car and walked towards the light, and all of a sudden the light was blinding and dazzling, and it disappeared. And he went back to his car. He looked into the wind mirror, the mirror, and he had grown a beard, like a 3 or 5 day-old beard.
Oof.
And he got home and he's like, "Oh, I've got a beard. I saw this light, and all of a sudden I've got a beard." And his wife's like, "Never mind the beard. Where have you been all week?"
Oh.
And so he's, if you believe that story, you're an idiot. But because he's obviously been drunk and needed an excuse to come home.
He's been
And I think
fucking
that-
around.
Yeah, and I think the Kelpie is a bit like a folklore version of this. Like, you've come home, but you're soaking wet. What's happened to you? Oh, Kelpie pulled me into the river. No, I don't know, something like that, or like just drunk
Kelpie is
men-
actually just whiskey, isn't it?
just an excuse for why drunk people fall in rivers.
That's really funny.
And there's another one. There's a very famous poem called Tam O'Shanter by the great poet Robert Burns. Have you heard of Robert Burns?
That's not Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, right?
No, very different.
Okay.
Robert Burns is a great poet in Scotland from the border area, and there's a story, this poem, great long poem called Tam O'Shanter,
Hmm.
and yeah, no one besides, not even Scottish people, understand the language in it really because it's so kind of specific. It starts when Chapman bobbies leave the street and druchy neighbors meet. You're like, what? There he is,
There we go.
handsome chap. Anyway, the story is Tam O'Shanter was chased by witches and devils away from a party with this evil party where they're all doing this crazy dancing. But if you look a bit closer at the story, there's this guy, he's drunk. He passes like a hall and looks in the window and he shouts to this young witch wearing nothing but a nightdress. Um, oh, hail, Cutty Sark! Cutty Sark is what she's wearing. Uh, and they're all like, what? Oh, it's a human. When his story is, oh, it's a human, chase him and kill him. But I bet the story was he was just like a filthy old man, drunk, and he sees a young woman in a dress, and then the party chases him away. You
Yeah.
know, you've got this kind of you've got this all. There's a certain type of Scottish folk story which might be like a cover up for for some kind of weird behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting boring now. Sorry.
Oh well, I think you really figured out how to take the magic out of fairy tales. Like,
Oh,
they were just
definitely.
drunk. But that should be like a part of Judero, I think. Like, start like a side story of like something really magical and interesting, and no one can explain it, and then just at the very end, just turn it into the dullest thing of like, oh, it
But
was, yeah.
that's hinted at with both of our bosses in the demo.
Mm-hmm.
That there's something beyond human going on, but actually it's just it's something else. And it can be seen both ways. You know, he is a two-headed giant, but no doubting that. And she is a kind of she has ripped off all her clothes. Who's that? A
Cowardly
pedophile? Why?
pedophile refused to look his victims in the eye.
Holy sugar, man! What are you looking at that for? You're gonna get demonetized.
What Harvey Weinstein of the 18th century. Robert Burns is cancelled, man. I'm sorry.
Harvey Weinstein of the 18th century? Is that what you said?
That's the report of express.co.uk. Sex
Yeah,
pest. Robert Burns was a sex pest, it says.
yeah. Well, if his poems are about his actions, then I would have to agree.
Oof.
Um, there's also there's
Cancelled.
definitely a romanticized. Yeah, I don't know. Uh,
National hero or a
I think
womanizing
you.
bad boy?
I think it would be hard to. I think it would be quite hard to find a person in the 18th century who wasn't a sex pest.
Yeah, some of the behavior from like even like
Men literally owned women.
yeah, yeah, that's a different mentality, isn't it? to
Yeah,
today. So like some of these people, I'm sure they were seen as like just really civil, like amazing model citizen, and like to today for today's standards, it's like oh my god, the horrible
absolute
person,
monster.
what a Bill Cosby, you know, something like that.
Yeah,
What are you gonna
yeah.
do? I don't know.
He was a tax collector and he hated it. He hated doing this kind of
Hmm.
collecting for rich suitors and stuff. But he had to do it, and he one thing has come out recently is he had guns. He would do it using guns. So it was
Collecting
pretty kind of
tax with guns sounds like
just like
mafia.
mafia shit. I know. I know. So I think him being a sex pest is just the tip of the iceberg. I think he's probably pretty foul
Hmm.
compared to today's standards.
Oh well.
But great great manner. I'm not a fan of his poetry, but I love his manner. um, yeah, I don't know. I
Do
don't
you
know
think
how I
people
feel
should
about all that.
support Judero on Kickstarter for us to reach our stretch goal?
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing to do with Robert Burns in it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that sex pest mafioso.
There you go. You heard it first. No Robert Burns in Judero. No
There
reason
really
to.
isn't
Yeah.
actually. There really isn't, even though he's from that area. There's a kind of he kind of gets the witchiness with Tam O'Shanter, but
Hmm.
no, none of that filth. He's interesting though because he could have been hinting at being bisexual, where
Hmm.
he would have romantic poems and romantic songs done from the opposite gender, where he
Hmm.
likes men looking at him and things like that, looking at him romantically,
Hmm.
which is quite interesting for the 18th century
Yeah.
because it was incredibly illegal to be homosexual.
Yeah.
Um,
Must be. The other day I was watching well, I was someone was watching Friends and I was sitting with them, so I was watching Friends, the show. And this episode was like, I think Ross was making fun of Chandler, uh, saying like, "Oh, when we were young, you kissed a guy," and he was like, the audience is just like laughing their asses off. Ah, he kissed a guy, and then he tells other stories. Well, you did this embarrassing thing, and you did that embarrassing thing, but and then he's like, Ross is like, but you kissed a guy, and oh, everyone's just laughing, and it's just this amazing like time capsule of like, wow, that is not funny anymore, is it?
I don't
Like,
know. The way you told it was pretty funny.
like it's just how times change. It made me think about that. Um, but yeah, what
I
are you
don't
gonna
know.
do?
Well, if he was like a Chandler, he's kind of an alcoholic, isn't he? I can't remember his character.
Oof.
No, that's the
Chandler's the
real life.
funny
That's
one.
the real life actor, isn't it?
The real
But
life
you,
actor shit talked Keanu Reeves recently, apparently.
what are we talking about? Let's finish this. We're not doing our Q&A went as well as the Titanic.
Very good Q&A. What was that? Like 2 questions, 3 questions?
Two questions,
Amazing.
all from Old Man Tom,
Well, thank you,
who's
old
long
man Tom.
since left.
Well, that was well. I had fun. Um, One
We're
day
talking
when we
about
are
an
crazy
alcoholic
famous.
shit talking Keanu Reeves. Yeah, but I know. Oh, he is here. Oh, that's nice of him.
Ah, yeah, he
Uh,
doesn't leave. Nice guy,
I
Tom.
don't know. I don't know if someone's uh, kind of finds something insulting and then you insult them for it in a jokey manner, it can
Mm.
still be a joke, right? Even if it has some kind of bigoted overtones, can't you?
Yeah, I guess it just depends in on the context. Ah, thanks, Tom. Thanks so much. Hope people keep
Oh,
adding to
cheers.
the pot. I hope so too, Tom. That's a good way to end this stream.
There was another one about, yeah, I know. It depends on the context. You're right, and if it's like
Headwear
a
Games,
whole
thank you so much for
audience,
following. Welcome.
if it is a whole audience laughing at someone kissing a man, that's not a good context. That's awful.
I mean, if you do it today, people will be like, yeah, okay, he experimented a little bit. And if even if he's like living a straight life right now, he experimented a bit in college. What like whatever. That's okay. But like back then, oh my god, you kissed a guy. Like it's just that kind of.
Wasn't there one about a gay handbag as well? That a guy had a handbag.
I don't know that one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I,
hey
I,
Vegas, thanks so much. Thank you for the follow and thanks for the congrats. Good to have you here. Thank
but
you.
people have. It's just like a satchel. Like that's I don't know. I didn't. I couldn't get on with Friends because I really hated the character Ross. He
Me
was
too. I
do
do not
you,
like watching Ross.
oh, it just annoyed me so much.
I do like
And
Joey.
let's end this stream. We're just talking about what Friends characters we like. My favorite is Phoebe, but Joey's great.
Who do you identify as? Let's do a
Okay,
internet
yeah. Okay,
internet
who do you
quiz.
identify with
Which Friends
most?
character are you?
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Do that on stream.
Right now, do you want to do it that?
Yeah, that's a great way to close the stream. It's half six. It's almost my bedtime. And
Yeah, very.
let's close it like that.
That's
Are we're
fine.
gonna do one like this next week, right? To close the
Close the Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
We will have a big countdown, and did I say countdown? Countdown,
You
and
definitely said cunt down. You know
counts down.
Americans don't say that word.
You made fun of a guy on a podcast the other day. That's a really good podcast that people should listen to. No cartridge. Listen to the episode that Jack just does not talk about Judero. Just like does his
Ah, man.
best to not talk about Judero. That's really funny.
Sorry, but Trevor's so clever and so funny. I just wanted to chat about anything because he's so funny and you can just really test him. Was it okay? I thought it was a bit embarrassing. I could never listen to it again.
No, it
Um,
was fine. I laughed at it. It was funny.
I found it funny. I liked it when he was talking about nominative determinism. I'm like, what? What's that?
But that
What?
was the funny thing for me because you were also doing. By the way, Acrodinks, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Like you were also using some, for my English level at least, some fancy words. But as soon
Yeah.
as the other person says anything fancy, you're like, "What is that? Oh, you're fancy." Like no, like you both fancy.
Yeah, well, no one likes a smart ass. No one likes a clever person. So,
Oh man,
so
I should link that podcast. That's a good time that people should take the time to.
in about the first 10 minutes, I call the whole the whole South Peninsula of England racist.
That was funny, yeah.
But on the other day on the radio, a guy from that area, Paynton, was like, "Well, actually, I can't do the accent. It turns out, who are actually is about 90% white here. So people talking about racism, they don't know what they're talking about." So he was saying exactly the same thing as me. They have a racism problem, and I don't know why I felt guilty about calling out like white small town England having a racist problem. I don't know why I felt guilty about that. Anyway,
Yeah, that's interesting.
maybe because it's generalizing is never a good thing to do. But yeah, was I using big words as well?
Yeah, I mean, for me, you did. Well, as soon as the other guy said anything, you were like, just focus on that word and like, oh, what is that? Oh, fancy pants. You went to a
What?
good school,
But
did you?
he used very fancy words. He called like academic kind of fancy words.
Hmm.
My fancy words are because I like reading books. That's
Ugh.
and I just have a good vocabulary. But his ones were like nominative determinism, which
Hmm.
is like, man, what? And there was another one about when something means something else or something like that. What was it called?
Dialectical or something?
Yeah, Oh, when left turns into right, and that dialectical. See, I would have thought, just hearing that word, that would have something to do with dialogue. No,
Yeah, dialogue.
but it doesn't. So
Oh well,
when
that's enough spoilers for the podcast. If people want to listen to the podcast, they can. And we have figured out that I am Phoebe from Friends and you are Joey from Friends. So that's a good way to end the stream, isn't it?
I'm Joey and you're Phoebe.
Is that in reverse? What are you from Friends? I'm the hot
I,
girl. Well, all of them are kind of cute, but I'm the hottest girl. I don't know. That's um, up to
Claire.
people's. Oh, Claire. Oh, Claire is amazing. Yeah, love her.
I'm Gunter, the guy in the cafe.
Okay, I did not imagine us talking about Friends today, but
It's something we do not know a fucking thing about.
we're the worst like Friends watchers probably. Is there any pros that inspire Judero? Seems almost out of place to ask a question at this point.
Ish.
It's,
Oh no, it's all right.
it's alright.
I can hang about for a bit. Pros that inspired Judero besides fairy tales. I think is very inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. The kind of the meter of the language and the certain phrases. I think if you look at the gravestone in the very first scene, that seems kind of uh, gothic romantic thing. Um, oh gosh, any other pros? Let me think. You know, I've got this terrible thing of whatever I'm reading really influences
Mm.
really influences me. Or like, and I don't see that necessarily as a bad thing because it's still going through the filter of me, so it's somehow still somewhat original. So Edgar Allan Poe was going through a bit of Keats, a bit of Sir Walter Scott.
Yeah, that was the
This
one
kind
that
of
you mentioned like a million times to me, Sir Walter Scott.
Sir Walter Scott. It's just brilliant. It's just great. It's but these are all poets. So let's think about. Let me just look up something. There's this guy who's documented loads of fairy tales, and I would recommend.
Hmm.
Uh, sorry for doing this a bit unprofessional, because this is definitely professional.
The rest of the
Um,
stream was so good until you decided to Google something.
right, there's this guy called Andrew Lang, who's documented fairy tales in in about 7 or 8 volumes, and he's documented them really authentically. And this isn't contemporary. This is we're talking late 1800s. So he's called Andrew Lang, Lang. Um, and for example, stories like the Red Etin, which is a Scottish fairy tale, he's written in original Scots dialect,
Oh.
which is just great. Um, and and it's really nice to be able to see something, a kind of documentation of somewhat the original source of these fairy tales. So, for example, what Little Red Riding Hood would have looked like at the time, and this is where, yeah. So that's
So
another thing.
did you know that Red Riding Hood was actually Middle Eastern and she would be like brown normally?
Nonsense, utter nonsense.
That's my input to this lovely conversation. Sorry.
I had to. This is shows how like watch out because there's mild unintentional homophobic slurs coming up in the next few seconds. On the first page of uh, Little Red Riding Hood, I had to explain to my son because I've been reading them to my son, even though they can be quite like horror stories, and he's quite young. Um, on the first page, she's skipping through the woods, and the sound of is now referred to as woodsmen or wood choppers. In the original, so a bundle of sticks was called a faggot.
Ah, yeah, that's
Uh,
true.
and in the story, they're called. She can hear faggot makers. Don't laugh.
You know I was gonna laugh. I can't
Don't
stop
laugh.
laughing. Okay,
Uh,
that's not funny.
and she's that's not funny. And this is the other thing. And gay used to mean like happy or
Yeah.
pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And don't laugh. I'm laughing. And she goes, she's skipping through the woods and sniffing the pleasant flowers would be the modern translation.
Hmm.
But in the book, it's she's enjoying the nosegay, enjoying
Nosegay?
the nosegays. She's enjoying the
Nosegays.
nosegays. So
Oh my god. That's
if you
such a
look up
nice way to say that.
a nosegay, what's a definition? A small bunch of flowers, typically one that is sweet scented. A nosegay.
Nosegay. I like that.
I like it. I like it as well. But I I was like, she's enjoying the nosegays. That's a kink. That's a niche kink.
Is there gonna be a nosegay in Judero?
No, but there'll be small bunches of flowers, which are typically sweet scented. Um,
That
anyway,
was
you're gonna get demonetized for that. I'm gonna get cancelled.
yeah.
But yeah, it's funny how language has changed. So it can have it can talk about things which are a bit dated language wise. But Andrew Yang, Edgar Allan Poe, who else? Philosophies. I'm reading Kabbalah, which is ancient Judaism. Has a lot to do with demonology. What else am I reading? I've read by the James First Wedge Trials, but it's not really the prose, which is interesting there. Yeah, so it's this kind of fairy tale style. Yeah, so I hope that answers the question. A bit of a rambling answer,
That was a good
but
answer. I liked it.
yeah, I need to go now. Been great talking with you,
Nice
and
man.
speak
Thanks
to
so
you
much for
on.
hanging out. That was amazing.
No
I had
worries.
fun.
I had a lot of laughs. That was fun. Okay, keep well.
All right,
Bye.
boy. And that was Jack King Spooner. All right. That was a good stream, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. That was a good time. I should also go. How about that? Cheers. Cheers. Thank you for being here. That was a good time. I might go and eat some more kebab. I'm not that hungry actually. I had a very big lunch, so I don't feel quite hungry. I wonder what I will do. Probably play some games and just hang out, as the Canadians say. Um, so I had a good laugh today. That was good. This stream will at some point go on YouTube, and next week we are going to have our last Kickstarter stream, an actual countdown stream to. Oh, I should get one of those things like just some exploding like pew something to celebrate the end of Kickstarter. That should be fun. Well, we'll see what happens. I usually leave these things to the last day. A firework, I shouldn't start a fire in the house, but it could be one of those like sprinklers or something. But like you know those things that just spit paper, something like that could be nice. If I find something like that, I might do that. But I leave these things to the last day, as you know. Every release or Kickstarter or whatever is stained by our lack of correct balloons. So, whoop, this is not a J. This is an L. And this uh, this is not an O. That's a Q. So we just have to make do. This is indie game development. You make do. You use what you have and stuff. But yeah, if I can find some celebration stuff, I will. I should do that. That would be fun. That sounds fun. Um, cool. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Um, that was a good time. I'll just go and chill. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you are, however you're feeling. We are all in this together. I don't know what that means, but I just want to express some love that I don't know how to express to people who I might or might not know. It's a weird thing to stream because you don't always like not everyone is your buddy, right? It's a bit weird, but I do really appreciate the sport. I've been really feeling really happy about how the Kickstarter is going and how we're actually going to get paid, which is amazing. It's never happened to me before on a game, so that's been a good time. Been a good week. Just every day doing little celebrations in my head, in the brain. So that's been nice. Well, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next week and on the Twitters and the socials. See you. Bye.
Oh, solitude, my sweetest choice. Oh, solitude, oh, solitude, my sweetest choice.